This conference will now be recorded.
Good afternoon, everyone. We'll start the class.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. So I will revise the topics of the last class. So on the last class, that is Sunday, so we discussed tables, data elements and domains. We discussed structures, and we were discussing about table maintenance. First, we started with structures. So what is a structure? A structure is a collection of fields. So what is a table? A table is a structure, but with the data. You'll have the data as well in the tables. But in the structure, there is no data. Tables, you have the data. That's the difference. Now, once we create the table, you can go for maintenance. Maintenance means you enter the table data, change the data, delete the data, all those. And you are doing via SM30. You're doing via SM30. And we discussed what is a data element. Data element means information about the field, description about the field. And domain is your technical characters, character or integer, number, etc. So these are the four topics what we have discussed. And let us see what is the notes as well we have taken. Yeah, from here. What is structure? It's just a collection of fields. If you take address structure, these are the fields. If we ask accounting document, so what is structure? What fields are there in the accounting document? Those fields will come. If I ask a sales document, what fields are there? Those fields will come. Material document, what fields are there? It will come like that. And how do you create a structure? So just follow the video and you create one structure. Okay. Always save in a package and always activate. Now, where do we use these structures in real time? Structures are used or helpful in the tables for filling the fields. So again, you create a table by following the video and save and activate the table. Now let us store the data in the table. Let's store the data in the table. So what is a table? A table is a collection of rows and columns. What is structure? Just a collection of fields. And as I told you, structures does not have any rows or entries. They don't have anything. Now, so you'll get a new topic called data element and something domain. So I'll show you that. Okay, data element and domain. I'll show you that. So take any transaction, say VA03 sales order. So I was telling, just click on F1, click on the technical information. You can always see here something called data element. You can see data element. So the question is, what is data element? Okay. So double click on that. Data element is nothing but, I told you last class, it is a short description, or you can say field description. Short description, medium description, long description, and a heading. So these are the descriptions for the data element. That is why here, whenever you log in various languages, you will get the description here. Okay, fine. Now you will get one doubt here. The doubt is, the description is sales doc, sales document, again sales doc. But if you see here, it is what? Order. So why it is different? Okay, yeah. If anybody is having that question, normally here it should be sales document. It should be sales document. But sometimes, as per the requirement from the end user, we will change that. We will change the sales document to what? Order. So this is like a customization. So just don't worry on that. Okay. By default, whatever is the description, that comes here. Okay. So that is data element. So if you see the, here I have written, data element means an object which gives information about the description of a field. And the description can be in multiple languages. For each language, we need to maintain the description. Fine. So now what is domain? It's just completely technical thing. Okay. Again, F1, technical information. Just double click on this data element. Now you can see there is something called domain. Nothing but character or number or currency, what it is, and what is the length. Okay, that information is given by the domain. Okay, so you just don't care about the domain, but you just care about the data element. So that is data elements and domains. So last week many people asked many questions about that, but I explained there. Next. So table maintenance. Using SE11, we can maintain one record. I mean one by one record. If you want to maintain bulk data, then we have to use SM30. And ABAPer should enable this option for you. So for practice purpose, if you want to enable the option, please follow the video which I showed you and you can enable that. And finally, as an end user or functional consultant, whenever you want to maintain the data in the tables, just to follow the steps. I think most of the people knows that. So here there were some questions. How do we do validations? How do we create a ZT code? How do you identify whether the table is maintainable or not? So these are the questions. Okay. So we'll start from this question. How do you identify whether the table is maintainable or not? Yeah. You will get an error, very simple. Okay. So if you see here, normally as an end user or as a functional consultant, you go to SM30, give the table name, what is the table name I created last week? I need to check. ABCD, did I create this table? No. I think I created some table called Z customers. Yeah. I think this is the table, not this one. Okay. So I showed you about the package concept, right? So I'm going to package because I forgot the table name, I guess. And here I created a package Z Arjun, some FICO, so I go there. I think this is the table which I created. Yeah, correct. So this is a table which I created last week. So I'm going to my folder and I can see what I created here. So there is one more package, as well. Let us see. Okay, there is nothing in SD. No, it is not there. Okay. So I will go to FICO package only. So this is a table which I created. Now, as an end user, I don't know anything, or as a functional consultant, I will go to SM30, give the name, and I will say display. Now you can see I am able to get the display option. If there is no table maintenance, I get an error. You remember last week I showed you, okay? I get an error. So how do you identify whether this one is this or not? So the answer is SM30 table name. So what is a table name? ZXXX. Just say display. So here, if you get error, it means the data in the table is not maintainable. For this, Wrapper should enable table maintenance, which I showed you, and you can observe the video as well. Okay. Next, we stopped here. Is that okay? So somebody was asking a question last week about the table. Okay, yeah. Normally, do you want to transport the table from development to quality and production? Table means what are the fields, what are the data elements, what are the lengths. So in the brackets, nothing but technical things. Or do you want to transport the data? Table data means customer number, plant, material, etc. So let us start from here. Can anybody tell me, do you want to move the table or do you want to move the table data? Anybody, please.
I think table data is what we have to create per client. I think we need to put a table.
Okay,
I
thank
think
you.
we need to move both because the table means it is a customized table. Am I right? So the customized means we need to move this to quality and production as well as the data also.
Okay, so the answer is the table data is not required to move. The table data is not required to move because in the development server you will have some dummy data. In the quality also you will have a dummy data. So in the production you will have the real data. In the production you will have what? Real customer, real plant, real materials by the end users. Okay? So the table data is not required to move, but just the table has to be moved. Just the table has to be moved. So that is the point, actual point. Okay? Yeah. So what you can do, you can just take a transport request number and move the table. Just take a transport request number and move the table. But sometimes functional team wants both the table and its data to be moved to development to quality and quality to production. So it depends, boss. So sometimes functional team wants both table and its data to be moved, development to quality and quality to production. So don't ask me again why the data should be moved. So sometimes functional team says, okay, so that's their requirement. Okay, yeah. So in such cases,
Arjun,
yeah,
Arjun, I have a doubt. Like, as a functional consultant in real time, I need to create a customized table. So in that case, I need to prepare a document, right?
yes.
So can you show me in real time how the documents look like? So it will be helpful for us actually.
No, see, the business requirement, everything you will create, right? Only the thing is you need to provide these details.
Yeah.
I'll show the details. Okay. So you have to give us what are the field names you want, okay, and
Okay.
the length you want. That's it. These two, if you provide for us, that is enough. You are from SD or FI or MM?
SD.
SD. Okay. So you want to create a SD table,
Okay.
SDZ table. So why you want to create? What is the impact? All those your client, you will talk with the client, business sign off, you will take it. Only the thing you need to provide to ABAP is just two columns, field name and length. Okay. What are the field names? Okay. Suppose sales document number. Okay. Next, item number. Next,
Okay.
sales organization. Sales organization. Okay. Next, distribution channel. Okay. Next, division. Let's say division. Okay. Let us say even what sold to party, that is customer also. So suppose these are the fields. Like that, what fields you want, you need to clearly specify that. Now, can you tell me what is the length for sales order number? So, developer don't know what is the length for sales order number. Okay, what is the length for item number? Ask what are the things for this. Now, instead of giving the lengths here, so we request provide the data element name. That is the best. Please provide the data element name. Okay, then that would be the best. Okay, yeah. So what is the data element for this? Now click F1 for every field and provide them. So I remember it is VBLN and this is PYSNR and this is VKORG. Okay. Next, this is division VTWEG and this is SPART and customer number is KUNNR. So if you provide these details, well and good. Normally this is provided by a techno-functional consultant. Techno-functional consultant knows everything, right? So he will directly provide these details. So now ABAPer just takes maybe 5-10 minutes, he will finish the table. But if you are not a techno-functional, maybe normal functional consultant, so they don't have this idea, so they will give the lens. Now sales document number 10, line item number 10, sales organization maybe 4. Now the problem starts here and the fight also starts. Both people will be fighting. Once this is moved to quality and production, now item number length, they will understand that it is not 10, it is 6. ABAPer cannot change this. If ABAPer changes, again that will change in the program level, screen level, everywhere it will impact. Lot of mess. Fight starts. So these are the problems. Anyway, whatever the length you give, whatever the functional specification you give, as per that design, the development will be done. Okay, so it's all time waste, boss. This is all time waste. So I request just give the data element name. Everything will be perfect shot. Okay. So anyway, these are the two things you need to provide. If you are a techno functional, provide the third column. That would be enough. Am I clear?
Yes, Arjun.
Thank you. So this is just a for table example. This is just for table example. Okay. Next. One more. Okay. Yeah. Next. Is the table maintainable? Next. Do you need a Z transaction code? Next. Do you need validations? These are the next points. But these are depend on case to case. Is the table maintainable? You say maybe yes. Do you need a transaction code? Yes. Then ABAPer says, then what is the T code you want? Okay. Because ABAPer don't know how it has to be for SD, how it has to be for MM. Okay, how you want. You better give the name so that he develops it. Okay. Do you need validations? Yes. Then for what fields you need validations? For what fields you need validations? Because for item number you cannot validate kada. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 10, 11, 12, 30. It can be any number. There is no validation for that. But for sales organization, there should be validation. For customer, there should be validation. So like this, these are case to case. These are case to case. So now, after finishing this topic, this completed tables topic was, after finishing this entire tables topic, then your ABAPer, once he sees this functional document specification, he'll come and ask you, Anna, do you want maintenance option? Anna, do you want T code? Do you want validations? Please put all these things in the spec and then come with the new spec. So that is how the communication happens. If you are a techno functional. Otherwise, again, you will ask a question, what is the meaning of maintenance? Why should I use ZT code? I will use SM30 kada. Why should I go for ZT code? These are reverse questions you will put to the ABAPer. So like that. Okay, clear, sir? This is a case-to-case option. Okay.
Arjun. So in case I need to give the GT code, so whom to I need to discuss it, like client or
Already your project will have some ZT codes kada. You will be using kada.
yeah.
Yeah, you will be using some ZT code na. So take a last number and give it to the suppose say VA01, 02, 03, 04, 05 like that Z001, Z002 you will have a last some number kada. After that you please give the number.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Then I'll go back to our topic. So functional team sometimes wants both table and data to be moved. Okay, so for that, so go to table maintenance settings, table maintenance option. Okay, yeah. How do you go to table maintenance option? I'll show you. Open your table S11. This is your table, right? Oh, sorry, just 01 like this. Come on. Yeah. So this is our table. So this is our table. Change. Now here utilities. Can you see table maintenance? Now you have to observe the last option. Data transport details. Do you want the data transport also? No means it will not be transported. This standard recording routine means the data will be transported. Okay, so table maintenance option. So go to the last setting and select what is that standard recording routine option. So this is an option which you are supposed to select. So what will happen once you select this option? Whenever you enter the data or whenever you enter a new record or new entry and save it, system asks for PR. That is the point. Suppose if we select the other option, what is the other option we have at the bottom? No or user recording routine. Suppose if we select no or user recording routine, let's say no user recording routine, then system will not ask for PR. So this was the question asked by somebody last week. So this is the answer. So if you want, please select the first option. If you don't want, please select the second option. Now I'm selecting the first option and I save it.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, while creating table, which authorization group is to select to create a table?
To create a table, what is the question?
While creating table, which authorization group is to selected?
No. To create a table, by default, when you assign the ABAPer role, it will come automatically to your username. Exactly for table, what is authorization? I don't know. You have to ask basis for that.
Okay, sir. For practicing purpose, which one is to select, sir?
No, for practicing purpose, if you have a developer key, you will automatically get that option.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So I told you
Or I
developer key
or
will
I
be
think
given by the basis. Otherwise, if you want to practice in your personal laptop, you just ask the person who installed SAP for you. So he will give the access key for you, developer key, sorry. Yes, somebody was asking something.
no, I was just telling him that I thought that he was asking the authorization that we have kept in table maintenance generator, Arjun. So
So
we
are
have
you
kept
asking
no
about this
authorization.
option? No, are you
No
asking about this
authorization.
option? Yeah, I'm confused, boss. What is your question? Are you asking about this authorization group or the other authorization group?
I thought that he is asking about this authorization group, Arjun. If this is thing, then we have to keep no authorization group and it will work.
Now, the person who was, where is that guy?
I
Sir,
don't know. Like,
Sir.
which authorization you are asking, sir?
I'm asking about the in technical details authorization group, sir.
Yeah,
About
this
the
is a
authorization of the.
yeah, this is
Sir.
a different one. Okay, so
Yes.
this is your question. Now, what is the option here I have selected? Ampersand NC ampersand means without authorization group. Every user. Now, once I finish this table, I'll close this. I'm saving this. Now, every end user can maintain the data because there is no authorization. Okay. Now, suppose, yeah, somebody was asking, right? This functional spec. I'll put one more. Do you need, here I'll add one more. Do you need authorizations for specific users? This is another question in the spec. Suppose if your answer is yes, then I will ask, please give the list of the end user names. Okay, yeah. Now to answer your question, first I should create one authorization group. I should create one authorization group. I means I will not create, base system will create this. Okay, so the T code I remember, I think SE54. You can see here authorization group, and I say create here. Okay, and then I will give the list of the users. Okay, so I will not create these authorization groups, etc., etc. These are not possible in the online server. Okay, but in real time also ABAPer will not create. So as a functional consultant, send an email to the basis saying that these are the end user names. Please create one group. Next, he will respond to you that group is created. Then that email you forward to ABAP consultant. Now what ABAP consultant will do? Just he will go and give the name, that's it. He will go and give the name. In that group, how many users are there? Only those people can access this table. For other people, they will get an error. You are not authorized. Am I clear? Hello, sir. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Am I clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay. So because I cannot show you those type of things here because it requires a basis knowledge also, and I cannot show you all those. Just for now, I am selecting without authorization group. And everybody observe, I have selected which option? Standard recording routine. Means I want to transport the data. So I save this here and I go back. The table is ready. So what is the point I told you here? For example, once you select this option, whenever you enter a new record and save it, system will ask a transport. Okay, let us see. SM30, this is the table, and when I say maintain, now I will create one more entry, 1004. Suppose somebody named Raju, and remaining details I don't want. Just I will say save. Now can you see everybody is asking the transport? But remember, you can see here it is not table, it is a table content. It is a table content. Okay, so give the table content and so and so, and this is stored in this transport request number, and I say continue. So this is the way how you transport the data. Okay.
Arjun Kodubabu here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arjun, I have a doubt in this SM30. Can you restrict the fields like optional, required, and uh, can you restrict here under SM30? Suppose I want to name one as a required field. Can I do?
So yes, it can be done. So out of these fields, which field you want to make mandatory, which field
Yeah.
you want to make optional, yeah, that can be done. But that cannot be done directly from here. It cannot be done directly from here because there is no option where we have mandatory or optional. Here you don't have an option. For that, a developer should write a program in the back end. I'll show you, but end-to-end steps I will not show you because that goes in depth, very in depth. Okay, but your developer can write. So what
Oh,
we do is we will go to environment. Okay, I go to modification. Okay, then I go to something called what events. Okay,
okay.
now here I will give a routine name here, routine name. Okay, so are you from SD or FI?
Yeah, 5-0.
So in SD we have routines. Okay, in MM
Okay.
also we have routines. Like that, here we will give the routine name. Routine is nothing but an ABAP code, a piece of ABAP code. Here I will write the logic. So what is the logic I will write here? For example, this is the logic. If what is the field is mandatory you want? Suppose
So,
customer number is null, message customer number is mandatory. Like this is the code I will write there. Slightly different code, but I don't want to go in depth for now. Okay, so this code I will write there, so you will get an error. Okay, clear?
yeah, clear. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So That is possible. So you can ask your ABAPer to write the code. So somebody has the functional spec, right? I will add that point also. Do you need any fields mandatory? Okay. So your answer is what? Yes. Then please tell me the table names. So please tell me the field names. So all these are in the functional spec. So based on this, ABAPer will be writing the code. Okay. So next, going back. Okay. I hope you followed, right? Now I created a transport. So the transport is saving the content. Okay. Yeah. So that ends your question, last week question. How do you transport the data from so and so? Okay. So these are the steps, you follow that. If you don't select that or you say no recording, then system will not ask any transport. Okay, then I'll move to the next topic here. So yeah, how do we do validations? Okay, just now we discussed, right? Validation means what? Checking the data is correct or not. If data is wrong, then raise error message. So this is the point, right? How do you do the validations at the table level? Okay, so this topic I'm covering now. First, let me show you if there is error is coming or not. If I go to SM30 and if I say maintain, yeah, let me check the table once. I go to SC11. I want to see the technical details of the table. Customer ID. Okay. So just one. Okay. I'm just checking. Yeah, customer ID. Okay, now fine. So if I go to SM30 and if I maintain the data, you see here, I'm entering 1001, 02, 03, 04. Now, are these real customers? Okay, let me enter some other number. ABCD01. Name is ABCD EFGH and I'll save it. It will ask transport, I told you, right? Yeah. So transport is given. Now, this is wrong. The functional consultant, the end user says this is wrong. Okay. So now, how do I validate the data? Now, ABAPer will ask you, first of all, you tell me which customer is correct, which customer is wrong. Anybody, question to you. What is the master table name for customers or customer master data table? Any?
KN1,
KNA1.
KNB1 at company code level.
No. Again, you are confusing the ABAPer. He doesn't know anything. Here, he will tell you which number should be accepted, which number should not be accepted. Okay. So in which table you have those customers? Just give one table. If you give 2, 3 tables, again confused. He doesn't know what is company code also. Anybody, sir? Okay.
Yeah,
Whatever
it
the
is.
functional console tells the table name that we will use for the validation. KN1, KNB1, KNVV, it's up to you. So that's a different story. Okay. So now I'll show you how do you validate the data. Okay. So just open the table again. Okay. So I go to the change mode. Okay. Now this field has to be validated kada. Okay. Yeah. Select the field. Now can you see there is a key symbol here? Is a key symbol. Something called foreign key. Foreign key. Click on that. What is a table? Here it says check the table. Which table we have to check? So is it KNA1 or KNB1? As per my knowledge, all customers master data at the general data, master's general data is at the KNA1. After general data only company code, sales, everything will come. So we will take the master data, general data we have to take into the consideration. So take this KNA1 and say create proposal. Okay, create proposal. Yeah. Last time somebody asked me this one. I have given a correct customer number. Somebody asked me to change it to 16. Oh, then that would be a problem. Okay, no problem. So I will add one more field here, a field called country. Okay. Yeah. I think the data element you can press F1 and check it. Yeah. So second question, forget about customer number because somebody last week changed this. Anybody tell me what is the master table for countries? In which table you make all the country master data?
I think it's T001. I think they will get.
Okay.
It should
So
be like
because
T005U or 5 T05.
okay, because company codes, sales organizations, country, units of measurement will be maintained at the SPRO level. SPRO. Okay. So select that any field, click on this foreign key. So, oh, foreign key does not exist. Shall I create a proposal with T005? Okay, this is very smart and intelligent here. No need to remember also. Computer is only proposing. T005. Okay, just say yes. Okay. Okay, not a problem. It's okay. Not a problem. So just click on yes button here. Okay. But here it is, I'm clicking on no and I will enter manually T005. Arey yaar, this is, I think I will change the server next week, sir. Okay. Don't mind. So T005, it is countries only. Okay. Data element is land one now. Okay. So here data element is land one. Maybe I have given the wrong name. That is why it is a issue. Okay. So select the field. Click on this foreign key. Just say yes. I hate this. Everything looks okay, but it is not allowing us. Okay, just click on what? Create proposal. So system is proposing something here. Okay, now this is your actual SPRO table and this is my table. Both are mapped to each other. Okay, and I'll say copy that. So, and finally what I do is I will activate this table. Okay, so how do you validate the data? So this is the procedure. Which field you want to validate? Select that field, click on this foreign keys, it will be validated. Okay, one more field I will check validate here. I will repeat, everybody please observe. I'll say VKORG, sales organization. So what is the data element? I think it is the same data element, VKORG. I say this table. So if you want to validate the data, what I told, select the field, click on the foreign keys. System is automatically proposing TVKO is the master data table for sales organization. Just say yes, click on create proposal, and our table Z table is mapped to TVKO. Just click on copy, that's it. Activate the table. So this is how we validate the data. No warnings. This is how we validate the data. Next, let me go to this one. Whenever you do any change in the table, that maintenance also should be changed again. How do I change? Is nothing but just I'll click on this delete button, enter, and I'll say again one step, recording, and I click on create, delete and create. That's it. Okay. So I told you this will be taken care by your ABAPer. Don't worry. Save. Okay. So my development is done. I will ask the functional consultant to test this. Okay. So how do you test the data? SM30 maintain. Okay, it is locked by me. Okay. Yeah. I'll say new entries. SM30 maintain. We'll say new entries. ABCD02. I told you right here I'm unable to validate the data because of some other problem. So ABCD. Now here we have country. You can see here you have country. Now what fields I should enter here? Which countries I should enter? Suppose I will enter a country called ABC. Okay. Next I'll click on the option save. I got an error. I got an error. Country ABC does not exist in the SPRO configuration. This is the error. Okay. So you have to enter the correct entry. What is the correct entry? You give the correct entry. Maybe IN is India. Now what is sales organization? ABCD. Okay. And I'll click on enter. So you can see error is coming again. ABCD sales organization does not exist in SPRO TVKO table. What is the correct one? Give the correct one by using the ABC. Okay, enter. And I told you right, transport number will come. Just say okay. So the record is saved. So this is how we validate the data. Okay, everybody clear or any questions on this? Okay. So no questions, miss. So this is how you validate the data. So I showed you right. Just what I want you is follow the video and validate the data. Fine. Next, how to create a ZT code. How to create a ZT code. So now everything is fine. For this table, how end user is maintaining the data? He always goes to SM30, give the table name, click on the button, maintain. But instead of this, a ZT code can also be created. I can create a ZT code also. How do I create a ZT code? Let us see. SE93. So you remember SE93. What is SE93? Here I can create a new transaction codes. You can see new transaction. So I'll say Z SD. So all SD related T codes will be available here. Now give some name or number. Generally we follow number. Say I'll say GSD01. Create. What is short text? T code for custom table. So what is the table? Some ZXXX. Oh, I remember anyway. Z customer. So please select the last option, transaction with parameters. If anybody is having, why should I select last one? So if you select the second one, this is for what? In the bracket you can write report. So for reports I can create a transaction. For reports I can create a transaction. For tables I can create a transaction. The tables we call as parameter transaction. Technical people will call as a parameter transaction. So select that. And then I'll provide some technical details here. So what are the technical details? Anybody? Can you tell me what is the difference between VA01? In some companies, I see there is a transaction called ZVA01. Anybody, what is the difference?
That's a custom code, right? Actually, something new field is added for that requirement. Suppose for sales order point, in case.
Thank you. VA01 is the standard transaction to create a sales order that everybody knows. Now ZVA01 is a copy. It's a copy of a standard transaction, and then some custom fields are added, and then some custom fields are added. So both are same. Because some custom fields are added, we have created what? Z. Same way, SM30 is the actual transaction. On top of that, I am creating another transaction. Suppose ZSD underscore 01, sorry, ZSD 01. Some name I am giving. But this GSD01, I told you, right? Internally, sorry, ZVA01 is nothing but internally it is VA01 plus some custom fields. Like that here. Whenever I create transaction, it will ask you what is the original transaction here. The original transaction is what? SM30 is the original one, and this skip initial screen means first screen will be skipped automatically. So what do you mean by first screen will be skipped automatically? I can show you. Sir, here now I am trying to use Gmail. If I click on Gmail, it should ask me username and password. So if you click on Gmail, It should ask me username and password. Oh, come on, it's not asking username and password. Directly it is showing inbox. The first screen is automatically skipped here. Tell me why. Anybody why? I think it will happen for you also in the mobiles. In the mobile,
Yeah.
Username and password already
password.
saved.
you don't want to see the first screen. And that is why you are saving the username and password. Same way, you skip the initial screen. You want to skip the initial screen, and the username and password will be given at the bottom here. Default values. So what is the username and what is the password? Like that. This is how you do in Gmail. But here technically table is called as view name. Oh, what is your table name, boss? Z customer 01. I have to see the table name. Let me see the table name. /o sm30. What is exact table name? This is the name. Okay. Yeah. That's a table name. And instead of password we call as update. Just say update yes. Yes is in English. If it is Telugu, you will say avunu. But computer don't know English and Telugu kada. Computer knows what? Computer language. So what is a computer language for yes and no? For yes means X. Whenever you want to say yes, there is nothing but what? X. Okay. So these two details has to be given. That's it, sir. And some check boxes. These are for internal purpose. Saved. So what is your package? Z Arjun underscore FICO. Okay. Some transport.
Arjun?
Yeah.
Yeah, here transaction is mandatory, like here it is replication of SM30, right?
Correct.
So in case some processor it don't have any transaction code, in that case how can I create a T code for that?
I am explaining only for tables.
Okay.
I am explaining how to create a transaction for tables. For tables
Okay.
only.
Okay.
In case there is no transactions, that question itself is wrong.
Okay.
So when I go to further topics, suppose reports, there is no transaction as you told. For some other scenarios, there is no transaction. So when I go to reports, I will cover that. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah, remember everybody, for tables it is always SM30 only. So SM30 I am giving. And at the bottom, username and password. Instead of username, technically we call these details and I save it. Okay. Yeah. So I'll show you again. See ZSD02. You observe here. So for the previous question, you can observe the answer. Suppose a T code for report. Now tell me, for report, which option I should select? This one, kada. In the brackets, you can say report transaction. If I say continue, you see it is not asking anywhere T code here. T code option it will not come.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
different scenarios would be there. Okay, just don't worry on that part. Okay, yeah. Successfully we have created transaction. No. So now end user directly will go and say ZSD01 enter. Okay, no problem. You see directly you are getting the screen of SM30 first screen, everything gone. It will be skipped automatically and users will be very much happy with this transaction. Yeah. So this is how we create a ZT code. Okay.
Yeah, Arjun, I have one question.
Yeah, please.
In that T code, you have already given skip the first window.
Yeah.
Then again, why you are giving below view data and yes, because it's not required because already we said that skip the first one. Then again, we are giving the yes and the view data.
Yeah. So computer normally, whenever you execute this transaction, ZSD01, okay? I told you it will call SM30 kada. Internet will call SM30 only. So SM30. So if you don't give the details there, then how does a computer knows which table? There could be so many tables kada. Which table?
Okay,
That name I am specifying there.
got it.
And please confirm me, if you want to enter the data, which button you have to use? Display or maintain?
Maintain.
Maintain.
To enter the data, you need maintain kada. So that is why if you see my settings, I have written like this: SE93, here ZSD01. If you see here, at the bottom, I am telling the computer, this ZSD01 is nothing but it will call, please call SM30 only. Please call SM30 and skip initial screen. When I am telling the computer to skip initial screen, computer will ask me to skip the first screen. What is the table name? You give me the table name. There are so many tables in the computer. Now you are telling this is the table. Again, after giving the table, computer is asking which button. There are 4 buttons. Which button? Button you are telling maintain kada. Maintain means update. Technically it is update. So I say update is equal to X.
Okay, if it is in display, then what here?
You should remove this actually. Okay.
Okay,
If you
got it. Thank
always
you.
display, remove that. That is how it is. So ZSD01. Yeah. You see here, it came to the table and there are 4 buttons and you did not give maintain, and by default it has to take display, but in our new system we have transport button as well as customizing. Hey man, you did not give anything, which one I should select? I don't know, so it is asking choose a processing option here. Display. So if it is
Got
display,
it.
yeah, like that. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, then that is all about how to create the ZT code. Okay. If I go back to our syllabus, so creating ZT code for the tables we covered, table maintenance we covered. So many questions here, all covered. Indexes also covered. Okay. Next, sorry, structures also covered. Next we have some topic indexes. This topic is just a theoretical topic. Okay. It is a theoretical topic, indexes. Practically we cannot see. Okay. Basically what is index? Index means, okay, to make it easy to understand, your textbooks, any book you take, you'll have index at the end of the book or you will have at the starting. Why index will be there?
It's like a guidance to what is there in the book and where it is there, which page and
Correct. It is like a guidance to tell what is there in the book, and each topic is in which page. Is in which page. Just imagine this index is not there. Gone, sir. Everybody cannot read the book. They don't know in which page it is there. Topic is in which page. You cannot go page by page. You cannot go page by page. Okay. Yeah. So index means what? Index means sorting the data in ascending order. Sorting the data in ascending order based on some important fields. Sorting the data in ascending order based on some important fields. Important fields will be key fields. Key fields. Key fields like what? Punar, customer number, material number, BLN, sales order number, SAKNR, GL account number, like that. Okay. Next. Once the table data is indexed. Indexed means what? You have to understand, sorted. Then it will be easy for system. It will be easy for the system, or I can say programs, or I can say reports to read the data. Example. So I'm writing one example. Now I'm writing ABAP code. Okay. If you don't know ABAP code also, no problem, because so many people are calling me in the WhatsApp and saying, I am from accounts background, I am from mechanical background, I don't know any programming. Okay. It's okay, not a problem. I will explain very clearly. Select. You know what is select in English? Okay. Yeah. Star. Star means everything. From. Select star from Mara. So from materials, it will select the data. Where material number is equal to metal number is equal to 1000. Select star. Now here star means what I told you? Star means all the fields like material number, type, okay, units of measurement, okay. Next, what is that? Description, which plant, all these. Okay. So let's start from Mara where metal number is equal. So question to everybody, sir. Tell me which metal is selected? Which metal will be selected?
Material number 1000 will be selected.
Thank you. So if I go to SE16N, and if I say Mara here, and if I give the material number, so 1000, I think 1000 will not be there. Yeah, we have to give the correct metal number. I think this metal is there. One. Okay, then I'll say execute and take one material, any one material. Okay. There is a material, something called Conex, CONEX. So that material will be selected. What is star means? Material, which date, who created, who changed by, maintenance status, what is another status, all these fields will be selected. Okay, yeah. So that is the meaning of select star from so and so. Okay, stars. Now, because we are using MATNR is equal to 1000 or any number, system is very fast. System is very fast, and system is very fast because the table is already indexed. It is already indexed based on the key field. What is the key field? Material number. Now, suppose if I write like this. So this is a very interesting question to everyone. Select star from Mara where, okay, so I'll take some field, maybe so I'll take this field, sir. Maintenance status. What is the field name for maintenance status? PStat. Some technical name is PStat. PStat is what? Maintenance status. Okay. So what is the maintenance status? What are the status we have in F4? Oh, I think there is nothing here. Complete status also. Oh, very bad. Otherwise, let me take a purchase value key. Yeah. So I'm taking purchase value key. There is a field called no. What about the lab? Do we have any lab here? 001 lab. Okay. So lab. I'm taking the lab field LABOR. Okay. So let me write where LABOR is equal to some 001. So question to everyone. Interesting question. Will the system be very fast or very slow? Any guess?
It will be slow.
Why it will be slow?
First, it will select all the materials.
No, it will not select because here you have written kada. Okay, one more statement. Okay, so now the problem comes. Select say employee. You see employee where department is equal to yes name. Sir, please be mute, sir. Everybody who is speaking, those people will be. Please unmute. Remaining people, please go on the mute. See, it will not select all the materials. See, where labor is equal to 001 I told. Otherwise, you can understand this example. Where department is called SAP means SAP department will select. Now the question is why it will be very slow.
Yeah, because this is not a key field, this labor or department in the table. And as you said that table is sorted based on the index from the key fields, and it's not one of the key fields, so it will take much longer for system to fetch the records.
Okay, your answer is absolutely right. So then because you all guys are not from technical background, so now I have to explain this. Okay, so I'll take an example and show you. So I think if I have another one, yeah, here. So I am putting here what is a column? Material. And what is other column? Lab. Okay. So 1001. Say 1002 is a material. What is a lab? 001. This is, oh, come on. Okay. So let's say lab 1. Okay. This is lab 2. So I have written a statement like this. Select star from Mara where lab is equal to lab 2. Just tell me now, which records are lab 2? Come on, be
If there is
faster.
only one record,
Yeah, system has to verify all the records, which is the equal to lab 2. Yeah, system has to check everything in the labor column.
Okay, so I hope everyone understood, sir. I cannot explain again. Just small 5th class lab 2, lab 2, lab 2, lab 2, lab 2, lab 2, lab 2. Where is lab 2? It has to check one by one. It will take 1 hour. And finally, lab 2 is only here. Okay, it will take 1 hour. Every record it cannot. Now, if you are intelligent, you can do one thing. In the 5th class only, if you are intelligent, select this column. Okay. So don't say again about Excel. Excel kaadu. Think in your mind and just say what you can do is sort A to Z. Okay. Okay. Now, what system will do? Lab 2 kada. This is lab 1. Okay, this is not our record. Next what? Again lab 1. All this lab 1 records system will not compare at all. Directly it will go to lab 2. So directly it will go by what sorting. So it will see the record is available here. This is also, it's not a very good example. Okay. 1 second. I think I am sorry, guys. This Excel has created a problem for us. I'll delete this. Yeah, this is a super example. Okay. Now, please, same question. Which records are lab 2? Anybody? There are multiple records now. Now it's a very good question. Which records are lab 2?
all to 1001, 1004. I think there's multiple lab to records, right?
Correct. I want that. That is what SD people, MM people come and ask the ABAPers. We want all the records. Same question I'm asking. I'm sorry. Anyway. Okay. Thank you, sir. Lab 2. Lab 2. So I cannot do like this. Human brain also takes a long time. I hope you understand the pain from the computer. Computer also feels a lot. Arey yaar, these many.
70% filter.
It is time waste, right? If you are intelligent, what you can do is, okay, select this column, sort A to Z. Okay. Now you can easily tell me. Can you tell me which records are lab 2?
I
Your
think
brain
starting,
first now.
yeah, starting from 1002 till
All even
1024.
numbers.
In even number means computer says what is a even number again. Thank you for your answer. Even number answer also correct. See, it will take like this. Computer, what it will do is, it will see row number 13 in Excel sheet. You can see at the end 13. From 13 till 23. That's it. These are lab 2 records. Very fast now. Okay. From 13 till 23. These are the records which are related to lab 2. So computer is very fast. So always your human brain or computer will be very fast when the data is in what? Sorting, when the data is sorted, already sorted. So, but in our example, if you go to this example, the first query will be fast. Why? Because the data is sorted based on what? A material number. The second query will be very slow. The second query will be very slow because the data is not sorted as per what? Label. Okay, so let me write this, or let me write now the system is very slow because the data is sorted based on material number but not based on which field? Labor. Now, to make the system very fast, we just need to create a index on which field? Labor field. Then automatically system becomes fast. And that is the concept of indexes. So everybody clear, or do you have any questions? Please ask me.
Okay, just one question. In terms of standard SAP table, how SAP knows that which fields needs to be indexed besides the key fields? So as you said, that key fields needs to be indexed for sure. And besides that, which other fields? Normally, I mean, when you do a select statement or whatever, I mean, when you fetch some record, you normally pass the key fields so that it doesn't impact the performance. But in which case you need to create an index on other fields which are non-key fields.
Okay, thank you. So may I know from SD or FICO, sir? Okay, I'll take an example now. Oh, I am already in Mara only. So you tell me, because you are the user, right? You are the functional consultant. Daily, which fields you use normally for searching the data? MMBE, or there are so many reports, right? In a material management. So which fields generally you use?
Normally, we'll use the material number types and okay.
Thank you.
Mara table you are saying, right?
No, I'm not asking Mara. No. When you say the report or system is slow, so the report will contain some fields kada. Okay.
Correct.
For example, MMBE, okay, stock report. Yeah. So what fields you are giving as input? These are the fields. Right?
Correct.
We'll search with these fields kada. Right? So these fields should be the indexed. Very simple. These fields should be the indexed. Very simple.
Yeah.
So this is example. Now if I go to SD example, so I think there is a report called, I don't know, there are so many reports in SD. Anybody give me some T code for SD report? VA05 I think. Yeah, list of the sales orders. Now which field should be indexed? ABAPer don't know, sir, this answer. Business knows. Business means functional consultant should give the answer. For this report, so what fields are important? What fields are giving as an input? Document, order type. Based on this only searching is happening internally. Based on this only searching is happening. So if I say here, sales organization has 1000, so system is searching based on 1000 kada. So 1000 should be indexed. So sales organization should be indexed. So based on this, the index will happen. Clear, everybody?
Yes, thank you. Just another question. I mean, if there is a business need to filter data from standard table based on some other field, some field other than the key field, then normally indexing is done for that field in the standard table, or how it is? Or it first obviously search based on the key fields, and then it further filter it down based on non-key fields. Suppose you pass
I understand your
three
question.
fields.
I understand your question. I got your
Yeah,
point.
thank you.
So as I told everybody, always the data will be searched based on the key fields, and key fields are always indexed. Suppose your report is very slow. Now ABAPer what he will do is, if it is slow means definitely it is a problem of the index. It is a problem of the index. So from some table, system is selecting the data. From some table, system is selecting the data based on other fields, not the primary key. So that culprit we need to find out. How do I find out? It's very difficult. ABAPer says /h and debugging will switch on. Okay, debugging will switch on. So now we will debug and see which statement is taking a very long time. Okay, which select statement is taking a long time. For that select statement, we will create a index. For that select statement, we will create a index. Clear? As I told you, I cannot show you these practicals. Just theoretically, you need to know.
Yeah, it's clear. But
Okay.
just one final question. I mean, can you create indexes on the standard table as well for the non-key fields?
Yeah, I'll show
Based on
you
the
that.
problem.
Maybe after 1 minute, I'll show you.
Okay, thank you.
So everybody, so I showed you, right? The concept. Sorry, I explained, right? The concept indexes. Okay. Now, last week somebody asked. Last week, Arjun, how do you find the table names when there is a structure name? You click F1 kada. When you click F1, you want to know the table name, but unfortunately, system is giving the structure name. You want to know the table name. How do you find? I told boss that is very difficult. You have to use one transaction called ST05, and you have to activate the trace and then run the transaction, deactivate the trace. Trace means scanning, and finally display the trace. Okay, same rules apply here. If any report is taking long time, I told you ABAPer will debug. Otherwise, what he will do is, you will click on this activate the trace. Now you say I'm activating the trace. These are very depth concepts. Okay, I'm activating the trace. It is done. Now I will run this some transaction VA05. Come on, VA05, and I'll give the sales organization 1710, and I'll try to exclude this. Let us see how much data is there. I got some data. Okay. I go back and I say deactivate the trace. I get a message all traces are switched off, and I say display the trace. Okay, and just say execute. So these are all internal statements which are running when the program is being scanned. Okay, so these are all very depth, sir. You will not even understand even if I explain. Just I am looking for the best one if I can explain. Best example I am looking. Here it is 5000 records, limit is there. I'll remove that. And then there is no filter. very bad. Yeah, you can see these SD tables are selected here. So I will double click on that. Take any one SD table or MM table, anything, sir. Yeah. Here it is showing me indexes on the table, and here primary key is used. So very fast, system is very fast, primary key is used. If the system is very slow, it will show you this is primary key, and non-primary keys it will show here. Then ABAPer understands, okay, because of this field, some field, the program is very slow. Here it will come. As I told you, I cannot show all those. Here it will come. This is the field. This is the culprit. Okay. Then we will take that field and we will create a index. Yeah. So I'm going back. Okay. These are all depth concept. So as a techno functional, what you need to understand. Please tell me, sir. Now I'll ask you some questions. Please answer this. It means you understood. There is a report which is very slow. Can you guess why it is slow? There is a report.
Because yeah,
Yeah,
because some of the fields where we give selections, we input selections, they're not indexed. So hence we need to what to say? I
correct.
mean, analyze those and give it to the paper and tell him to index them.
Correct. Any other answer, please? Any other answer?
Select
Use data.
as
Use
I-
data.
Yeah, please
If
talk.
is
Not
there more
happening based on the
characteristics,
sorting.
if there is a more
Filtration.
characteristics, will be there.
Yeah, if there are more characteristics, please continue.
Yeah, if suppose in this, suppose in COPA reports, we have, if you maintain the more characteristics, then it will be very slow. The report will be executing that time.
Okay, then how do you make it fast?
To reduce the characteristics might be based on the business requirement. What are the main characteristics we will give it? I think in COPA report
Sir,
we use it like that.
sir, that is a different scenario which will only for COPA report. Tomorrow you will get some other report which will be very slow. In that report, characteristics will not be there, kada.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Filtration is not happening based on the sorting.
Super. Filtration
Only
is not
we will
happening based on the sorting. Okay. Now, then how do you make it fast then?
Yeah, we will normally suggest technical people to use the key fields from the table where we are selecting the data. Every table will have certain key fields for sure, and there will be this key field relationship with other table, because normally a report, when we ask for a report, the data is placed from multiple tables, and we should be in a position always to link key fields from one table to another table.
Okay, that's a lengthy answer. So there is a report like this. Okay. So filtration is not happening based on sorting, and some other person is saying that lengthy answer is, so we need to use only the primary keys. Okay. That means I need to go and change the program. I need to go and change the program. So if you change the program, all that, so if one line is disturbed, everything will be disturbed. That will create a big impact. Okay, that will create a very big impact now. If you change the program, gone. That will create a big impact. Your answer is correct, but still, your client, your functional, your client, and your ABAPer, your team lead, and your end user will not accept this. They say that this
Okay.
used from last 10 years, everything is fine. Now today only it became slow. Do something. Don't change the program logic. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for all your answers. All your answers are correct. This question, every interview they will ask you for techno functions. Simple question. There is a report. It is very slow. What you will do? What is the reason behind that? And what is the solution you will provide? Anyway, the final answer is the report is slow, maybe because of filtering is not happening based on sorting. Okay. So now what is solution then? Please give me solution, anybody?
We
Provide
have
the filters as much as possible. Suppose if you want to take the document numbers,
No,
then on
please,
which
please.
basis you want?
No, please. If you say add the filters, change the logic, means your end user will not accept. No, no. That don't do any changes. Everything should be same as it is, but the program should be fast.
No, I am not changing here. Suppose if we take example list of sales order report, instead of executing the report now, enter the data on which basis you want to take the data. Suppose if you want to take the document, on which basis? If it's a material sold to party or sales organizations, enter the data as much as possible. Then it will be filtration will be very easy.
Thank you. But user says, I want for this sales org, for this channel, for this division only, it should be the same. I will not change any selection. Somehow I will not change because of some other problems. Data should come. Because from last it is coming from 2019 October only, it has become very slow.
Without any change in without any change in the report, how a report can be slow, just to understand. If there is no change in the programming at the programming level, maybe because of the volume of data, or what might be the possible reason?
So without change in the program, we need to understand how the program, why the program is very slow. So now second question, how do you know that the report is slow? What is the tool you have to understand why the report is slow? Okay, thank you. We'll end the questions here. So as I told you, how do you find the report is slow? Just now I showed you one trace kada. In the trace, it will show you the fields. Okay. Yeah. Without changing the program, without changing anything, you need to find who is the culprit. So for that, what is the answer you need to give? ABAPers have a concept called trace concept. In the trace, activate, run the report, deactivate the trace, and display the trace. When you say display the trace, okay, here when you display the trace, trace is nothing but scanning the transaction. Just search for your important tables. Mostly, I'm searching for VBA, such type of tables. Okay, so for those tables, okay, when you double click on that, it will show you the fields which are used. It will show the fields which are used. You can see here primary. Oh, come on. Primary key. Similarly, one more box will be there saying that non-primary key and what is the field, and that will be the culprit. So this is how. So this is a very big answer. So you have to make it very small. Okay. So ABAPer has a tool called a trace. In the trace, it will show you the primary key and non-primary key. Now, how do you?
Okay. So you always search in trace based on the table names, right?
Correct.
And you can find all the table names for a program in SC80 in object browser, or where?
Wait. I have taken the table name just for your understanding. If you want, in real time, we will not use the table names. Table names are actually very good. What I do is I select this column. You see, execution duration is there now. Okay, and here somehow I'm not getting the. I'll get descending order. I'll say descending order. What is descending order? The highest time taking statement will come at the top. That I will check the index. Okay.
Okay.
The highest time taking statement will take, and or the highest number of records. Highest number of records that I will take, and I'll see what is the index used behind that. Yeah. Okay. So finally, take the highest or take the table name, take the field name, go to SE11. Now the question is, how do you improve that? How do you improve that? You know the answer, right? Just create a sort. In Excel sheet, how did you create a sort? Just take that. Open the table. Can you see a button here? Indexes. Indexes. Click on that. Oh, these are the indexes created by somebody already, your seniors. So it is created in 2005. This is 16, this is 16, this is 19, and this is 19. Just click on this create button. You can see create index. I am creating index on SAP table. Everybody, I hope you are observing here. Okay. Because somebody also asked, say Z01, some name. So make repairs only if they're urgent. Okay. SAP is giving a warning for you. So index on field, whatever it is. Now click on this table fields. Which field you want? Okay, take that field. I mean, which is slow? We found in the trace kada. We found in the trace some field. Take that field. Okay. So I'm just checking what is the field. Okay. Sales document indicator. SD document indicator field I'm taking. Copy. Save it. SAP names file for HANA locked by another process. Did I open anything or what? Come on. Okay, so maybe I don't have authorization or some messages coming. Save and just click on the button what? Activate. That's it. That's it. Okay. Now this statement instead of Mara, think on VBAK. Okay. Now this statement will become very, 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 very fast. Anybody why? There is no change in the program. There is no change in the selection. Nothing. But it will be very, very fast. Anybody why?
Why? Because we have
Sorting is
created an
happening.
index for non-primary key. The sorting has happened. Yeah.
Yeah, it is sorting is happened internally. The moment sorting is happened, what computer will do? It will see where is lab 2. Okay, this is a starting record 13. Okay, 13. Where is the last record? 23. Okay, take from 13 to 23 entire block at one shot. At single click it will take and it will come. The data is there very fast. That's the power of indexes. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm done.
That's another question. Do you specify in what way the sorting has to happen or not? I mean, normally in Excel, how you're specifying based on ascending, descending, or whatever it is, or it automatically takes care in a standard recipe
So
based on
can
the
you,
type of data or the information stored in the field.
so you are very fast actually speaking. Can you be very slow and explain me?
Yeah, sure. Sorry. What I'm asking is, when we create an index on a field,
Okay.
at that moment, how standard SAP takes care on how to sort it? I mean, based on ascending, descending, or what criteria it uses? Does it use the logic automatically, or how it
There are
works specifically? Because in
there are
Excel,
only
you specify something, for example.
there are only two orders, ascending and descending. System always starts in ascending.
Okay, thank you.
So this is Excel sheet. I have one more column. Suppose metal number, labor, and suppose material type. Let's say TYPE type. And this is FORT. FORT means finished product. And this is ROH. It is raw materials. Okay. So FORT, ROH is raw materials. Okay. Now you are telling the computer kada, please create an index on labor field. What is the meaning of that? This data will be sorted in ascending order. So what is your question now?
Yeah, my question was that only. I mean, based what kind of sorting does standard SAP table use when you do the indexing on a particular field?
Index
So if
means
it's
sorting,
always ascending,
in ascending order. So I have written here actually, if you see here, index means sorting in ascending order. Did not write?
correct,
Okay. Here I have written
correct.
in ascending order.
Okay, Arjun, this is Srinivas. Can you hear me?
Please. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. So an example, there are 10 fields. Okay, out of 10, you are sorting with one field. I think it will misalign entire data. Will SAP take care? Like, if can you go back to your Excel sheet? Can you go
Okay.
back to your Excel sheet? Okay. So if you selected only F column and sorted this field, then other two columns are not selected, right? In this case, the data will be misaligned. So you mean to say that, like, is that SAP will select all the data in the table and then will sort by this field, right?
No, why it is misaligned? You see, I sorted this field now. It's not misaligned now. 1002, 1004, exactly it is coming.
Okay. Can you select now G column? Can you select the Z column? So lab2, lab2, first field has a ROH, right? If you short it now,
Yes.
can you short it now, G column? Can you short the G column?
Hmm?
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
Srinivas. Yes, Srinivas.
Yeah.
I want to add,
Yeah.
if you don't. See, generally what happens, if it is not in SAP, if you consider Excel, the
Mm.
sorting will be happen considering E, F, G. It's not a one column. Generally, it happens like that. It's not only for
Even
one
in
column.
Excel
If
sheet.
it is like that, then SAP everything will be messed up.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. In Excel, it is possible, right? If you select only one column, can you select on short now? Yeah. Select short. So what will happen? Only this column will be shorted.
Yes.
Okay. So if okay, if an entire sheet is selected and then you shorted, then it will work. I think it has been already taken care of. Yes,
Exactly. SAP
that
also,
looks like, yeah,
yes.
yeah,
It's not for
it has
only
been
for
already
G.
taken.
It will consider the all
The
columns and it will
entire,
be sorted.
okay. If
So,
even multiple fields also having an index field, and it will sort by multiple fields, right, Arjun?
yes. Yes.
Okay. So you understand my question, right? If there are 10 fields, I short option is selected for 4 fields, like index field is activated for 4 fields. Like all 4 fields will be shorted, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thanks, sir.
Whatever you think in the mind is correct for the business, in the same way it will be sorted. Perfect. Otherwise, it will be messed up. Okay, thank you for your question and answer also. So this is all about indexes. So this index topic, you see, creating index is just 30 seconds to 1 minute job. You see, open the table, index, click on create index, give the name, description, give how many fields you want, save, activate. It's just 30 seconds to 1 minute job. That's it. But the The problem here is, the challenging is which field you need to identify. For that, and that is the interview question. For that, the answer is we need to find the culprit. How do you find the culprit? So ABAPers has a tool called trace ST05. With that trace, they will find out which is the table, which is the primary key, which is the secondary key. So from there, they will find out and they will create a index. That is the final answer. Okay. I hope I finished this topic.
Yes, Arjun. Yeah, one more last question. See, if it is the case, you are telling for each index it will take 5 seconds. If suppose we are creating one report with 100 fields, why can't we make all 100 fields as the indexes instead of doing searching stuff of this ST05?
Yeah, good question, sir. That also is a good question. See, this is Excel kada. Okay. So when I'm sorting, what will happening? Now the data is not sorted in metal number kada. Okay. It was like this initially. Let me try to redo all this. Oops. So this is actual Excel I created. Now you know the data is sorted in which order? Metal number by default. Okay. Now, as my question was, suppose I want to sort on labor field. Okay. If I sort on this, you see this data will be disturbed, right? What system will do is it will create one more sheet in the Excel. Okay. Same data it will copy. Okay. Just observe now. Put in that separate sheet. Means in SAP what it will do, separate sheet means separate memory it will create. So now this column I will sort. Sorry, this one. Now you
Understood.
see,
Understood. I
lab
understood.
twist. Now basis people will come and say somebody has taken complete memory of the system. Who is that fellow again? So many problems from the basis side. They will also fight with us again.
Got it.
So for every index, memory will create. So for every field, or if you create indexes like that, memory will be gone. Basis people will come again. Okay, that is the answer. So yeah, I'll go to the next topic then. Types of tables. And just a small point before I go to next topic. In HANA, S4 HANA, all the tables are column based. I guess everybody knows, right? Column based. Every table is a column base. So column base means S4 HANA. Okay, let's say index concept in S4 HANA. In ECC, data is stored row wise. In S4 HANA, data is stored column wise. Okay, row wise means 1001 material number and metal type raw metal ROH. Okay, and say units is kgs. Okay, and weight is 9.99, like that. So continuously the data will be stored like this row wise. In HANA, column wise means 1001 separated, another column ROH separated, KGS separated, 9.99, like this. You have another row, for example, it will come like this: 1002, suppose FERT, suppose each, and maybe say 5.99. So like this, the data will be stored in HANA. Okay, now because every field is column separated, every field will be automatically sorted. You got my point? This field will be 1001, 1002. Which is the highest? Sir, which is the lowest? This is the lowest. Now out of these two, which is the lowest? 40 is lowest. So 40 will go to the top. Okay. Now out of these two, which will be the lowest? E. So it will go to the top. Out of these two, which will be the lowest? This will go to the top. So in HANA, all columns are automatically sorted in ascending order. That is why HANA is very, very, very fast. One of the reason why HANA is very fast, because in HANA they use column store. Column means every column is automatically sorted in ascending order, and every column is a primary index. So in HANA we don't use index concept at all. I am done. This topic is done now from HANA side also. So in HANA, if you are working in S4 HANA project, boss, please understand there is no concept of indexes. There is no concept of indexes. It is only in old system ECC. Any questions, please?
By looking at Arjun, this is Srinivas again. By looking at your two records, like in ECC, 1001 ROH KGS and 9.99 is the all. It will be saved in a one row again, but it is divided into a column, right? Isn't it?
No, it is not divided into column. It's
Okay,
complete.
every record will save into only a row, right? There is no concept of column. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, here when it comes to HANA, then it is divided into a column, not into a row. I think in row and column, both the ways it is, the database will store, right?
It's all different. Like it's like this. Let me create. Here only metals will store 1001, 1002, 1003 materials. Okay. Now beside this, nothing will be there. One more sheet will be there. Here, what is that? FERT FERT, ROH, like that. Next, units. What is the next column? We have units, I guess. One more sheet.
Yes, yeah.
Like that. Everything is separate. That's the
But
meaning.
how do they link these two? Like, see, this
Thank you. Sir,
1001.
don't ask that question. How do you link? That is engineering.
Oh, really?
Okay. As a consultant, you can get this question that goes into engineering. Okay. So that all topics are not relevant for us, at least for now.
Uh,
Engineering is
yeah,
nothing
right.
but programming. Programming is nothing but ABAP. Okay. That's high level, complete, very depth concept.
Yeah, I got you. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, see, as a trainer, I want to differentiate and let you know how this is in ECC and HANA. So I explained. And obviously, everybody will ask the same question, but the answer is different. That you cannot know that answer. Okay. Any other question? So in the interviews, they may ask you, have you created any index or have you worked on any indexes in S4 HANA? So your answer is, in S4 HANA, we don't use index concept at all. He may ask you why. Because the data is stored in which format? Column wise. When everything is separate, automatically they are sorted in ascending order. And this is one of the reasons why HANA is very, very fast. Okay. In ECC, now we have new topic again. Types of tables. So this is also theoretical topic. In ECC, there are three types of tables. Mostly FI people are interested on this topic. something called transparent tables, and something called pooled tables. And there is one more, something called cluster tables. Cluster tables. Yeah. So what are transparent tables? What are pooled tables? What are cluster tables? So single tables are called as transparent tables. So what is single table? I'll tell you. Pooled tables. Group of similar tables are called as pooled tables. Group of similar tables are called as pooled tables. But these tables store system data like which T code is linked to which program, table, etc., which authorization, etc. Okay. Now, cluster tables say group of similar tables. Group of similar tables are called as cluster tables, but these tables store business data like FICO documents or SD, oh no, I think okay. documents. So documents, FICO document, FICO accounting documents, and accounting documents. So those are stored in cluster table. So this is the actual differences. Okay. So for you to understand what is the actual meaning, if you create a table in SAP, that is called transparent table boss. Now definitely you'll get some doubt. If 3 or 4 tables are same behavior, can we club the tables? That idea is nothing but we call as a cluster. That idea is called as a cluster. So in FICO, accounting documents are generated. Once accounting document is generated, there is a 2 options. Accounting document can be open or accounting document can be closed. See, these open documents, closed documents, normal accounting documents, all these are similar behavior. So let us club them into one group. Those group of tables are called as a cluster tables. Those group of tables are called as a cluster tables. I will show you one diagram, or let's see some diagrams in the Google. Maybe you'll understand. Okay, cluster tables in SAP. If there is any image, then it will be easy for you to understand. Yeah, yeah. Take this diagram. You see, this is one table, this is second table, this is third table. You can read here, data is stored in one single table. This is the table. So all the 3 tables of similar behavior are clubbed into one table. And that is a very, 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 very big table. Okay. The diagram. This is related to HR, I guess. Let's take this. Pooled table A, pooled table B. These two tables are clubbed into one table in the database. One table in the database. So that's about a cluster table or pooled table concept. And the difference between, again, what is a pooled table, what is a cluster table? Pooled table stores system data, like which T code, which program, which field, what is data element, what is domain. Cluster table stores your FICO data or material documents. You know, material document will be generated in MM when inventory postings are happening. Okay. And normal tables are called as a single tables are called as a transparent tables. So this is the actual difference. Now, you know, whenever we use a cluster table, the performance will be slow. Why it will be slow? Because it's a group of so many tables. That is why it has to search in all the tables and it has to get the record. So that's why cluster tables are slow. Anybody? Any questions?
So,
There is
As a
something that
functional,
I've seen.
okay,
Yeah,
please,
there is
please.
I
something
think
that I've seen in like clustered views. So these are also same like cluster tables, Arjun, cluster views. When I open a table, I get this table has cluster views. Something I'll.
Yeah. So BSEC is a cluster table. If anybody is interested, go to SE11. You take VBAK first. Take VBAK and display. You can see here it is which table? Transparent table. Now if I say BSEC, you see here it should be a cluster table, but my system is S4 HANA system. So tomorrow I will change the system, sir. I'll put easy system for your understanding. You can check in your office. It will be cluster here. It will be cluster. Okay. If it's a pool table, it will be POOL pool.
In HANA, there is no concept called cluster table.
No, they removed cluster tables, they removed pooled tables, all those. Only transparent.
Arjun, just one question. I mean, from the functional side, we don't need to bother that much regarding the type of table, as far as I understand, because I mean, from the
Yes,
technical design point of view, they will take care which table they want to
correct,
create and which type of table.
correct. But many people, many functional people will ask me, in FICO people, many people will ask me,
Mhm.
Arjun, why this what is cluster table? Why BSEC is very slow? Okay, what is the specialty of that table? My ABAP is saying because of BSEC it is very slow. So I need to change the program. Why only everybody is saying BSEC, BSEC? I seen this issue in two projects. What is the specialty of BSEC? That is a question. Now I have to explain. BSEC means cluster table. Next question. He will ask me, what is cluster table? I will explain what is cluster. So that is the reason. So many people are asking. I have included that topic there.
Okay. Yeah, it's good. Always good to know.
Yeah. And you can be happy now. S4 HANA, there is no cluster, there is no pool. Everything is transparent. Okay. So next we have a topic of what? Views. So if you see, sir, everybody, if you want to practice, you have to practice only tables, how to create tables. and table maintenances, and you have to create one ZT code and you create one structure. These four are the things which you are supposed to practice in this first topic. Remaining all are theory. Remaining all are theory. Okay. Yeah. So views now. So what is a view? So let's take a you know SAP queries kada. Most of the functional team knows SAP queries.
Yeah.
Yes.
A query is a question on many tables to fetch the data. That is the definition. So on many tables, you are trying to fetch the data. These many tables must be linked, or let us say mapped, or let us say joined via common fields. So these tables must be linked or mapped or joined via common fields. When you link or map, then only you can put a question on all these tables to fetch the data. So this is the core basic definition of SAP query. Okay. In the same way, ABAPers creates, ABAPers links or joins or maps multiple tables and fetch the data for reporting purpose. Reporting purpose. This links or joins or mapping multiple tables is called as a view. Okay? Or a simple definition I will give. A view is a collection of multiple tables with joins. To fetch the data. And please understand, S4HANA is completely based on views. It's all views only. S4HANA means it's all views only. So this is a definition of a view. A view is collection of multiple tables with the joins to fetch the data. And in S4HANA, everything is based on views only. Yeah. I'll show you one SAP query to understand, but I'm not focusing on query actually. Okay. So I'll take some SQVI translate. Don't ask me all. If you know, well and good. Otherwise, just don't care about how I create a query. Okay. Just don't care about all these steps. Okay. Yeah. So now Z query. You can see Z query. Choose the data source. Now tell me from where the data will come. Data will always come from the tables kada. Data will come from the tables. So you can see second option, insert which table you want. which table. For example, Mara. Okay, or let us take, yeah, SKA1 means GL account table. So this is a table. So when you're doing a query on GL account data, what are the other tables you will have? Take the second table. SKB1. This is the second table. SKA1 and SKB1. And what is the common link between these two tables? Common link is SAKNR. Here also SAKNR. Or GL account number, or GL account number is the common. Oh, automatically the link is established. Very happy. Take another table if anybody is interested. SKAT. So this is the third table. Like that, a functional team will create a query like this and save, activate, and you run the query. You get the result. You are happy now. Same way, Avapor also want to create a link between first table, second table, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So many tables he want to create a view. So how does he creates? So there we have an option. Here we have an option. I'll show you that option. SE11. You can see second option, view Z. Let's say view 1, create. Select the first option, database. Give some description, view. Now I have to give the table names here. What are the table names? SKA1, SKB1, and SKAT. All the list of the tables I will give here. And what is the mapping condition? SKA1. And what is the common field? GL account number mapping to second table and GL account number. Similarly, second table mapping to SAKNR mapping to third table SAKNR, like that. And save it. So this is how we create a view. Now I'll go to the fields here. Which fields you want? Output, in output, what fields you want to see the result? From SKA1, I want a chart of account, GL account number. So what are the fields you want? You select boss. Second table, SKB1, I want company code. So any other fields, you can select that. Third table, description. I want language and short description and long description. Now, some people will get confused here. Hey, here he has used the join, here he has given the fields. Why he is giving the fields here? See, these are the fields which you see as a result. These are result. And this is a join, link between those tables. Finally, as I told you, activate this. So in S4HANA, everything is views only. And what is the name of the view? This one. Now I will take this view name, okay, and I will give to Fiori app. You know Fiori apps, right? Fiori app calls this view. What this view will do? This view will fetch data from 3 or whatever be the tables. That is the concept of views. I hope I explained. So you have any questions on views?
These views will be used only for Fiori app. Directly can't I use in HANA S4?
Yeah. So Fiori app or S4 HANA or BWBA, anyone can use, or ABAP report, anybody can use. Once I create a view, anyone can use it. That is the
Can you
beauty.
run this view once?
Yeah.
Which we created now?
Yes.
Where will
Yeah. Once I create this, now I activate, you can see it is active state now. You can see it is active. Okay. So this view, I can see the result in SE16N. Instead of table name, I'll give the view name. Okay. Just I will say execute. I'll get the data, chart of account, GL account, and some other field, accounting group, functional area, company code, planning group, etc. And these are the short descriptions and long description. Now this
So this one,
result I am seeing in where ECC. Now if you want this result in Fiori, Fiori will come. Wherever you want, it will come.
so this one
okay?
techno function consultant does this, or it is a job of an ABAP?
This is a job of an ABAPer. ABAPer will ask you, functional consultant, Anna, I am an expert in joining. Give me the table name. Which table I should join? Anna, give me the field name. Which field you want? Like starting we discuss, right? Spec. Which tables, which fields you want? Please write in the spec so that I can join them. That is his point.
Okay.
Here he will ask you, please give me what are the field names you want. And you know, right? You know, I know the table names and field names are a big headache for everyone.
Yes, yes. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but it comes by experience, you know, it comes by experience. Okay, these views are created by whom? ABAPers. Don't worry on that. But you should know which tables, which fields. Any other question?
So for view, there is no selection screen, right? Is there any
Yeah,
selection based on the selection screen? Can we get it?
thank you. Very good question. If anybody is
Yeah.
interested for selection screen also, I can provide. So I just showed you only this table, join and fields I showed you, right? There is one more tab here. You can see condition selection. I did not tell you wantedly, but if you're interested, you can take that as well. So I'm selecting chart of account, GL account number. Okay. So these two are the fields for view. Now you can specify. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Here I can specify the condition, but generally, sir, 99.9% we will not put any condition. We will not put any condition. But if you are interested, there is an option I showed you. Yeah. Okay, just give me a minute. It will take some time. Okay, everybody, please understand now. Why did I include this topic here? Because in the future, maybe after 1 year, or if you are already working in S4 HANA, all ABAPers will be saying view, 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 view. Now you'll come and say, what is view? In ECC, they were saying table, table, table. Now they will be telling here view, view, view. So what is a view? As a techno functional, you should know, okay, view is nothing but collection of so many tables. Once a view is created, that view is exposed to ABAPA, S4HANA, Fioria, BWA, Tableau, ClickView, reporting tools, anything. That's the concept. That is why I have included the topic here. And I want you just create some view, okay? So here I did not give that. Here we need to give some equal to. So which chart of account you want? Okay. Give that chart of account. I don't know the chart of accounts available in this system. But is this clear, sir? Now where do we provide the conditions?
INT, chart of account, general.
General INT, yeah? Okay.
Hmm.
INT and SAKNR, I think it is a from and to. Okay. I cannot, it's a number, kada, so it will be from and to. So for now, I'll say INT. Okay. So YCO, it's okay. We'll see INT is there or not. Activate. So you can see in SE16N. Okay. So if I execute, you see only INT is coming. But anyway, as I told you, 99.9% you will not have any selection for the views. But if you want, ABAPer can make it for you by using this tab called selection condition.
So even ABAP team also creates a view in SQVI transaction code, Arjun?
No, SQVI is a reporting tool. For you to understand, I just showed you. Okay.
Okay. Okay. And then what's the transaction code they will use for creating a view?
For views, I show you SE11.
Okay. Okay. Within SE11 only. Okay. Yeah.
See, SE11. First option is table. Second option is view.
Oh, I got you. No, I got you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Arjun, that SQVI, that data cannot be used for other reporting purpose like in BI or a Fiori.
No,
Correct?
no, it
It's
is not
only
possible.
correct. Okay.
It is not possible.
So this view is not active in ECC. I think in ECC also it is active, right? But
It
it's
is
not so useful.
super. It is active, but it is not used so many scenarios. Coming when S4 HANA came, then this Fury came. All different reporting tools came. That is why now views are becoming famous.
Okay. 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 Right. Just a silly question. If I want a report, can I create a view? And for this view, can I have a transaction code for that? Can I create a
You
JET transaction
can,
code and can I give it to the user?
yes, you can. You can. Yeah, of course. You can.
Oh, even in place of tables, like in place of a program, I can use this view, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. 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 Let me try that. If possible, I'll or else maybe tomorrow I'll let you know that
Sure.
whether it
You
is
can
working
try.
or not. Yeah.
You can try to create a view. Normally, like you are from where SD.
In fact, I'm an oil and gas SME, but I'm a background of MM.
So you just take three tables which you know in MM, mostly
Yep.
MERA, MERC like that, and join them with
Will do.
material and take some fields,
Mhm.
activate it, and you can see the result in SC11 or SC16. And you create a T
Mhm.
code by following the same steps which I showed you. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. I understand. Yeah.
Hello,
Yes.
hello Arjun. Please tell me any related to HR tables.
You want HR, huh?
Yes, I am HR consultant, HCM consultant.
Okay. Actually, I am not. I didn't work on HR, sir. So HR tables, I'm not sure.
Yes, there is a standard tables are PA0001 and PA0002 or 3. We want to make changes as a standard tables. Database table PA0001.
PA0001.
Action. This is the standard table.
Okay.
As
Any
per
other
the standard
table?
client,
Other
actually we
table?
want to make changes the custom tables. Hello.
Yeah.
This is the standard table. For example, client requirement to be added any fields, it is possible through G tables.
Okay.
Okay, that is going to PM01 is there, right? PM01.
Okay. So no, what is the exact question now? Should I cover this HR tables in our view concept? I can cover, not a problem. Or you,
Okay. View.
yeah, okay. I mean, I need second table as well, another table. PA0001. Do you have another table to join?
PS0001 structure. PS. P for Pune. PS. Yes, sir.
It is a structure, sir.
Yes, sir. Structures.
No. Structure will not have data. Structure is
Data wise only PA0001.
okay. I think, sir, I'm really sorry. HR, I don't know, sir, actually. So because
Yeah,
HR
no problem.
Yeah, slightly. Guys, I'll end the session for today. Okay. So just a point here. Tomorrow I'll start programming, ABAP programming. Okay. And in that programming, we will start simple programs, and immediately I'll start debugging. You understand, right? I'll start simple programming, immediately I'll start debugging. Like that, by this second topic, by the time we finish the second topic, we will have almost until here, we will have almost some 7 or 8 programs are there. 7 or 8 programs. Each program I will debug and show you. So anybody who is very much interested to learn debugging, this is where you have to focus more. This is where you have to focus more. So tomorrow I am going to start programming. Every word by word I will explain. Okay. So SD or MM or HR also, this programming will be same for everybody. Okay. Only the change is table names are different. That's it. Just the table names are different. Concept will be same. Okay. So here only you will learn debugging. Now once you learn debugging here, then complete throughout the course until last, you will have debugging everywhere. LSNW, IDOC, everywhere you will have debugging. Okay. But introduction or starting to debugging is tomorrow. I hope I made it clear for you about debugging also. Then chalo, then see you. We'll meet tomorrow same time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Arjun.
Yeah, thanks, Arjun. It's very clear, and thanks for answering our questions with a lot of patience.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Arjun.
Thank you, Arjun.